Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hanger hobbit here, and welcome aboard the J2M2 Raiden, a subscriber request from Gunthara Tenali. Hope I got it right this time, buddy, and I hope you like the skin. But if you're expecting a 4 or 5 kill match with this bird, not gonna happen. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this bird. In fact, frankly, I don't think it should be tier 2, it should probably be tier 3. The problem is, you're facing USA teams. But hey, what can you do? But this video right here, this first part, is a perfect example of what you should be doing with this bird. It's not your job to get down there in the fur balls and try to deal with all those freaking sharks down there, all in the A6M5s and A7N1s. Your job is to get up here, get above the entire team, and push them suckers down. You'll notice there's 3 of them up here at altitude. I'm making sure they're not getting any more altitude. They're going down. Every single pass, I'm pushing them lower and lower and lower. And if they make a little mistake like this one right here, yeah, I'm going to make them pay for it. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate. Nope, you're not going to get a free shot. Sorry. You have to remember, with this plane, you're pretty much the best climber on your team. I placed this thing against the A7M1 in a climb, and yeah, even the A7M1 Premium cannot climb like this big bad boy. This thing climbs like a homesick angel. And what's more is once it gets up there, it doesn't lose a lot of performance. It can hang. Has no problem at 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 meters. I mean, it can kick some serious butt at ultra high altitudes. And most of your team can't do that. Any of you that's flown the A6M5s know above about 4,800, 4,900 meters, its performance turns to doo-doo. So your job is going to be to push them suckers down. Keep them off the high altitude, drive them to the ground, and then let the sharks take care of them. Because them little A6M5s will outbeat you in a turn below 3,000 meters. So I let the sharks do their job. I sit here and I run them suckers down. Speaking of running some sucker down, guess what? We got a runner. I chase this runner down. Let me tell you a bit about this bird. This bird was designed by the same guy that did the A6M0. It first flew in March of 1942. But they had one little problem with it. The motor. The Mitsubishi Case I engine it had the power, but they just couldn't get the quality assurance down. So they were having tons and tons and tons of problems with this engine. They were just not ready to build something that was designed to be a high altitude interceptor, which is what this baby was. So a lot of the planes that they built ended up going right back to the freaking shop instead of going to the front line, which seriously caused them some issues, especially later in the war when they were already hurting for pilots and planes. In fact, in the entire 3 years they were making these things, they only managed to make 671 of them. Which, for anybody that knows the numbers of Corsairs and Mustangs and Thunderbolts, yeah, that's a pretty damn low number to get done. Oh, don't you love them when they just freaking run to the base? Oh, wait a minute. You're trying to pull a sneaky on me. That's what you're doing. But, you just made a fundamental mistake, buddy. If you're going to try to bait for your team, rule number 1, don't get yourself so far away from the guy you're baiting for you can't back him up. See how far he is? He's 5 kilometers away. That means he left his poor little buddy out here all for me. I do appreciate when you make stupid mistakes like that, but you really do need to learn. Come here. One thing to be sure is to lock onto your enemies, because you're going to black out a lot in this plane. This crew is experted, but it don't matter with this thing because it can turn on a dime. Come here, buddy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. As I was saying, though, they only managed to make 671 of these suckers, and they were built to take on the B-29 Super Fortress, which, honestly, I wish they would raise this thing a little bit in BR so you could actually run into B-17s, maybe even a B-29, because with this climb rate, this thing might actually be a pretty damn decent counter to those. I'd certainly rather run into the freaking B-17 in this than my A6M5 Horizon. Yeah, this thing climbs better, handles better at high altitude. Why is this a freaking tier 2? Gaijin, put down the vodka. This needs to be a tier 3. I mean, I appreciate you gotta fill out the trees, but good lord, this thing's got way too much performance to be a tier 2 bird. Sadly though, there goes the last guy, which you're gonna see that a whole lot in this. You get up there, you push them down, and then they get slaughtered before you can get more than 2, if you're really, really lucky, 3. That's why I said you're not going to get epic matches in this thing, because the win rate for Japan at 4.7 is like 90%. So it's pretty much a rout every single time you take this bird out. This is great though if you need one of those get so many wins on your tier 2 war bonds task, because this is pretty much guaranteed. This is what I saw in like 16 out of 17 matches, and the only reason we lost the 17th match is we ended up with some trolls that decided to TK each other and screwed up half our team. And guess where the Americans are? Yep, it's Saipan, so they're all farming. Yep, grazing like a bunch of moo cows down there. See, this is why this needs a up in BR. Frankly, it needs better quality opponents. I would love to go up against this, against some Spitfires, you know, maybe even the Spitfire LFs, because something that would, you know, actually get up some altitude and fight. That would be so nice. You do not know how many times I've said at 8K, see 6 or 7 Thunderbolts head straight at me, and I'm like, oh, happy day, we're going to get to play, yay. And they take a look at me and go, oh my god, he's above us, run away, run away. And they all dive down and get slaughtered. Before I can even get halfway down, they're completely toasted. I mean, look at this, P-47, I'm getting in a perfect position to dive, and yep, run away, run away. Nobody wants to play with me. That makes me sad. Nobody wants to play with little J2M2s. Gee, I wonder why. It couldn't be the fact that these things royally kick butt above 5,000 feet, did it? Oh, but somebody does want to play. Hi there, Mr. Dual Mustang. Mr. F-82. Oh, no, I'm not going to take a hit on from you. I ain't that stupid. Nope, nope, nope. That's a big pile of nope. But I'll be happy to play with you. 7,000 feet. Oh, yeah. 6,000 meters. Heck yeah. Let's play. Oh, come on now. Don't run away. Come on, feller. I was just going to get some fun. Come on now. Don't you want to play with me? One thing you can take comfort in flying this thing, though, is whether your team wins or lose, pretty much ends up coming down to you. Anybody who saw my A6M5 Horizon knows that when the Americans get above you and you can't get above them, that's when you get in trouble. But if you've got a good J2M pilot, that's not going to happen. And what do we have here? You're trying to bait, aren't you? Oh, happy day. And he makes the same mistake the other guy did. Boys and girls, if you're going to bait for your buddy, make sure you don't get too far ahead. Because this is exactly what happens when you bait, but you get too far ahead. Look at that. He's 5 kilometers away. What's he going to do now to help his poor little P-47? You know that poor P-47 pilot's going, oh my god, help me, help me. But guess what? No help for you, buddy. Yep, by the time P-47 was getting torn up, F-82 was like, wait, he's not following me anymore. Oh, too late. Yep, see, you got too far ahead. You should have cut that power to about 80%. Oh, think that you're going to get a free shot? Not going to happen. I can easily outturn one at this altitude, especially that big old heavy bus. Oh, come on. Oh, nope, couldn't get the deflection. But that's okay. P-47's down and you're back up here by yourself. Oh, that was not a smart move, was it there, buddy? I mean, now look at you. You're right back to where you was before. Only now you ain't got the P-47M to back you up. Bet that don't feel too good. Yeah, and look back there. Nothing but a big sea of blue. You will be seeing that so much in this bird. What I don't realize though is because I'm not bothering to look at the map, is he's going to play a little game. It's called Bounce the Corners. Anybody who's ever played Bounce the Corners knows that what they're doing is they're trying to use the map border as a little cheat to try to give themselves an advantage. But yeah, with this thing's maneuverability, no. Just no. Now you come here now. Come here, buddy. Yeah, there we go. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Oh, and you got another P-47 coming to back you up? Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. I got somebody to play with. Happy day. Oh, and now he's going to try it. If it didn't work for you, buddy, why do you think it's going to work for you? Yeah, F-82, that fire went out, of course, because, of course, it always goes out. But I bet he's not feeling too good right now. What do you think? And before anybody says something, I already know I get a little sloppy on my shooting here. But you know what? I'd had 4 matches in a row that was 1 kill, 1 kill, 1 kill, 1 kill. I was just so dang happy to have somebody that would actually come up here and play with me. I didn't care. I was just happy. This right here is fun. That's what I love about this plane. Its speed, its handling, its agility. This is fun. This is enjoyable. This thing, you never feel like you're out of control. Oh, damn. Didn't get that deflection either. Oh well. As I was saying, you never feel like the plane's out of control. It's not one of those where you point the nose down and suddenly it feels like you've got a brick strapped to you because of all the stupid compression. Oh, nope. Afraid not. That's a big old pile of nope, Mr. D. That's a big old pile of nope. Yeah, it doesn't really compress that bad, especially when you get it up to speed. It handles good at high altitude, handles good at low altitude. Honestly, I don't really have any problems with this plane. Only thing I'd say is on big maps like this, take 30 minutes. Don't take 20 because you never know when you might get you a nice little duel like this. And you don't want to have to go back because you're running low on gas. This thing don't suck the gas down like a Spitfire, but it still does suck the fuel. Come here, Mr. F-82. I'm not letting you get away now. Oh, there's your P-47. Excuse me. Nope. Nice try. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Yeah, goodbye, Mr. F-82. And now you're all alone. Sadly, he is now the last guy, so you know what that means. Yeah, it won't be long for my entire team swarms like a bunch of piranhas. But again, I'm just so dang happy to actually have somebody that wants to play, that just doesn't dive straight to the deck and then gets eaten by the sharks. I don't care. Come on, buddy. Oh, you want to try again? No, I'm not taking a head on from you. I ain't that silly. Nice try. But just look at how nimble this bird is. It's just so easy to bring her back around. She handles energy just so well. I mean, she is a joy to fly. Come here, buddy. That's right. You bring that nose up for me. Come here. Little closer. Little closer. Oh, there's that crit. Yep, and here comes the rest of my team to swarm. I would get upset, but I mean, they got nothing else to shoot at. What else are they going to do? Of course, the entire team's been snockered, like every friggin' match. Come here. Oh, yep. Oh, well. Hey, at least I got a good duel out of it, which I do tell him in the chat. I appreciated that. That was quite enjoyable. Went from 7,000 meters all the way down to 200 meters. Lots of twists and turns, even if they did try the whole map border trick. Didn't work, but it was still fun. Did you see how many of my teams left, though? Yeah, that's a serious downside with this bird. Third place. 2 kills, 1 assist. Yeah, I'll take it. This really needs to be a tier 3 Gaijin. Come on now. It's a great bird. It's just so hampered by the teams. Even with it fighting at 4.7, it's just held up by the freaking enemy teams. Oh, but thanks for telling me to fly this one out, Guntharv. This thing is a freaking blast. If you want to climb up to the top of the world and just start smacking people down, yeah, this is the plane to take out and do it, because you will have a blast. Well, I hope you like and share, and I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.